In this video, we head to Spring Valley, California to visit another one of San Diego County's historic bridges, the Sweetwater River Bridge. The bridge, which was also known as the Steele Canyon Bridge, was built in 1929 and was once part of Highway 94. You could see the narrow road that was once Campo Road and Highway 94 leading to the bridge, which is quite overgrown now and looks stunning. And there's the modern Highway 94 right next to it. And with all the overgrowth, while it might look like the bridge is out in the middle of nowhere, right across the street is a large shopping center that has a movie theater, a Target, restaurants, etc. Construction of the bridge was completed in March of 1929, and it cost about $60,000 to build, which is about $1 million in today's money. The bridge stayed open for automobile traffic as part of Campo Road and later Highway 94 until 1986, when the road was rerouted to its current location and the new bridge was built. These days, the bridge remains open to pedestrians, bicycles, and equestrian traffic, and is one of the entrances to the San Diego National Wildlife Refuge. It is also an extremely popular photo spot. We once visited around the time high schools were having their senior prom, and there must have been over 100 people waiting to take their photos on the bridge. The Sweetwater River Bridge is the only example of what is known as a Parker through truss bridge in the county of San Diego. A through truss bridge has a cross-brace truss structure above the road deck, so traffic passes through the truss, hence the name through truss. I'm assuming Parker is the name of the person who invented this type of bridge. I'm not exactly sure on that one. I think the bridge just looks amazing with all the overgrowth. And you can really just imagine a post-apocalyptic movie or a zombie movie being filmed there. And with all the overgrowth, you can almost, and I mean just almost, avoid seeing the current highway, but occasionally you'll still get a glimpse of it through the bushes. By the late 1800s, Campo Road was the main route between San Diego and Yuma, and the only route east that was open year-round. Of course, back then it was just horses and stagecoaches on the road, and the first automobile didn't make the trip until 1904. And by 1913, Campo Road became a full-fledged auto route. By the time this bridge was completed about 16 years later, about 74% of the road was paved. In 1931, the San Diego County Board of Supervisors submitted Campo Road for consideration as a secondary state highway. In 1933, the state of California made Campo Road part of Route 200, which went from San Diego to Jacumba through the town of Campo. Then in 1937, it was redesignated as California State Route 94, which it remains to this day. The total length of the bridge is about 460 feet, and there are parking lots on both ends of the bridge, so if you wanted to visit, it is very easy to do so. The San Diego National Wildlife Refuge is a very popular hiking and mountain biking spot, and as I mentioned earlier, the bridge itself is a very popular photo spot, so on weekends the parking lots can get filled, but you should really have no problem finding a spot, especially if you park in the National Wildlife Refuge parking on the eastern end of the bridge. The Sweetwater River Bridge is certainly worth stopping at if you find yourself out on Highway 94, as it is absolutely beautiful, and it's interesting to think about all the cars that would have crossed this narrow bridge in the 50+ years it was in use. And if you have time, the San Diego National Wildlife Refuge is a lot of fun to explore as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and we'll see you next week.